Hello everybody, Average Game here. Welcome to another episode of Hearts of Iron 4 as Germany. So, we have a little naval battle here to look at. Oh yeah, we did them pretty good there. Very good. Okay, so what I've done is I've set up, well, the army group here under von Rundstedt. Plan is, ignore that for now, to set up the planned invasion of, obviously, North America. I'm going to do this initially with infantry groups. So we're going to select. We're only going to invade with, well, 5 groups actually. Or sorry, groups of 3. Starting with these 3 here. Going to go this way. I want you to land here, please. We're going to land in two waves, or 2 distinct units. One is going to go after Newfoundland. The other one's going to go after Labrador and plan to push in. Reserves or resources are going to be a big problem for the first little bit. So we're going to have to keep that in mind whenever we're pushing or attacking. That's not a good one. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, and 3. So our plan is to use all these islands to our advantage. Or all these naval facilities, sorry. To our advantage. We can land over 200 or over 100 troops, which is going to be actually the plan. Labrador Sea goes all the way to there. Okay, so we're going to land troops even along here as well. No armor is going to land in the first wave. Armor is way too important for us. Let's use that naval facility and that location. It'll take a little while for everyone also to get into low position for the attack, so I think there's only one more province. Perfect. Or section of the province, I should say. Infantry only, no armor, no mechanized, nothing. We basically want this so that. Nope. Letting you go there. And capture that naval facility. Okay, that'll be good. And then what'll happen is the remainder of the military force will sit at docks. And then once they're in position, or once we have the facilities, the remainder of the military will basically deploy itself. Or not deploy itself, but we'll be able to click a couple buttons and they'll be on their way. This way, too, we can kind of cut back on our nervousness about resources and supply as well. I might put these guys there. These guys can go to Brest. We need to see where all our naval facilities are, and then move the half the armor to there, and half the remaining infantry to there. Get them all moved around, positioned and all that stuff. Okay, so the remaining forces can go to this location here. Alright. And once the oh, here we go. Newfoundland Sea, we lack sufficient intel. Okay. Newfoundland Sea. What's this here? We don't even go here. It's probably this invasion here is causing the problem. So, what I'm going to do... What's our naval position looking like here? You got 45. You're going to be split at half again. You're going to be able to go there, there, and there. So we'll give it a few moments. It'll update, and then we'll be able to actually send our invasion force over. So one of the bonuses about only doing groups of 3 infantry. Number 1, we don't have to worry too much about the units if we lose them. That's the first part. Second part is they're expendable. Like, who cares? And there we go. So here, 3, 2, stage 1 of our invasion of Europe, or North America, now. Just look at that. So beautiful that it looks. So overall, we're using... God, how many units of infantry are we using? What, 12? No. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 18... 24. 24 things of infantry. So this isn't even our full invasion capacity if we were to use it. And if this doesn't work, I'm just going to ask to place warships or use Denmark as a jump off. But I don't think they're fascist yet. No, they're still democratic. So let's boost fascism in both of those countries. And in Portugal, too. And the Great Kangaroo Empire in Australia switched over, obviously, to fascism, but they're not going to help us out, so... Up to speed 5 here while these forces go all the way in. Perfect. We've landed. We've taken St. John's. We've taken a chunk there. There. We're going to have some issues probably with reserves for the next little bit. We are going to delete these as fast as we can. One of the things we want to do, and we're going to make it a priority, is Gander is going to be our major military or naval facility. It's going to, or, well, Labrador technically, but this spot here, Gander, Newfoundland, is going to be our primary naval base. We can take those 2 territories. Perfect. All of you. Just do that, please. And I think these guys can cut across. They can. Perfect. Okay. These guys are going to... One's going there. One's going there. And the other 4 are just going to go over here. Resource, research, boom, done. Okay. What I want these guys to do actually is to push. Like so, please. Once this facility's done over here, we can then send our troops in. Nah, we're not even worried about that at this point. Let's get more of this done. At this point, we're just rounding out our stuff here, so perfect. Soon I'll be able to order the remainder of our force. Perfect. 4, I believe, is... Yep. So we're getting there. We're going to order these guys to join that. We don't want too many. The whole point here is to slowly get the territory here that we can get going. I think I need another naval base, probably. Let's work on some of this here. Bump that up as well. There we go. 2 5s and a 10. So we can get that. If we can get that naval base in position and done, then we are in. Let's grab with us. Research the mouse in the E50. Artillery. Okay, so the plan is right now. Come on, guys. Build up those locations. Once those locations are built up, we also don't have to worry too much about the thing that I'm thinking of that I can't think of the name right now. Supplies. We still haven't upgraded our artillery yet on our actual units. There we go. Come on, guys. If we can push down to Quebec City, that would be great. These guys will push all the way this way. Artillery, let's get rocket artillery researched. Get the mouse researched, but to be honest with you, we're never probably going to build it. Come on, guys. At least push down to the Ottawa River, please. Because then, well, they're getting supplied better now. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out 2 groups of armor divisions. Actually, we're going to go with 3. And they're going to reposition. I've already done that. Let's get some of this naval doctrine done out of the way, shall we? Oh. Sunk another American carrier, or submarine. We're not meeting any resistance right now, which is kind of surprising me a little bit. I want you guys actually to push around this way. This is actually becoming a little easier than I expected. I figured the Americans would step up here and protect their neighbors to the north a little bit more. Better jet engines. I figured they would have come storming north as we came storming south. We still don't have our full military force brought to bear yet. We've only got 27 divisions right now in Quebec and Labrador. There we go. Americans are starting to show up. The nimble woofer. So they'll have air superiority over us because we have no air bases right now to capture. If I can get... Okay, we're getting good supplies now, so now I'm going to bring over more troops here. 2, 3, 4... Most of it being armor, obviously. We are just going... No. I just told you not to do anything there. Nope. Perfect. They're all going to go through Labrador, which is exactly what I want. Land in Labrador and work their way south. And we're going to work on the Quebec infrastructure as well. Better infrastructure, the better we can do here. We've got the naval base down here. I'm going to beef it up. So it's a priority. My plan is to push generally south. We're going to try to keep a bit of a wall of defense over here. We want to capture Halifax, Boston, all that stuff. Basically, we want to capture the East Coast so we can get more naval support over, or more supply over. Plus, it will also help us and not having to worry about the enemy naval forces anymore. Looks like they're trying really hard right now over here. I think because they're realizing we're pushing pretty hard now. We're not running into any issues with supply. That could hold 20. That could hold 200 units. Jesus. So we are laughing. I want these guys to push. Like so. So we already got our jump across the river here. We want to push this way. We want to capture this spot here and then move around this river. Kind of cutting, I think this is Portland. Oh, Bangor, man, okay. Portland's in Oregon. What was I thinking? Maybe Shreveport was what I was thinking of. Well, we still don't have any issues with supply. So we might bring in even more troops. Alright, let's bring in some more. $17, 18, 19, 20 more divisions. We're gonna capture this location here. That's Montreal. So our plan to move south is working so far. Yep, there's our reinforcements. Oh, okay, they just withdrew. Okay. That's no big deal. If the Americans are smart, they would bring up fleets here and cut us off. But that's the end of this episode. So in the next episode, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to move further east and south in the frontier. Maybe capturing what's left of southern Ontario, capturing Maine, Vermont, and all that stuff. Maybe Massachusetts and Connecticut. New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and what's left of the province of Quebec. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.